think the real lesson of Trump and COVID, and when Trump talks about it will go away, is because in the past that's been the case. Obama had swine flu. It wasn't that bad. Obama had Ebola. Ebola, it went away. I think we've been tiptoeing. We've been taking a long walk off a short pier. And I think that Trump thought the same thing. That the pandemic will go away. And, so we don't have to really invest in the stocks, the doomsday stocks and all that stuff. I think COVID was a reminder that we're living in the long emergency. It does. I mean, it did for me. It's just a reminder. You can't expect these diseases to just go away. But you also can't trust the federal government to care about the people. You can't. Because the U.S. government is not a force of good. It never was. It's not even pretending to be now. It's a force of evil. It's a force of empire and occupation and deception. And I kind of think that's why Trump downplayed the pandemic. I kind of think that's why he downplayed it, why he played it off, and it'll go away. When it gets hot, it'll go away. Because I really kind of think he did. He thought that. Because the folks that were dying were his voters. Remember, it hit California and it hit Washington, right? It hit New York City, right? But now it's hitting, South Dakota and all those states that are white, redneck flower states. You had the woman in Wyoming that said it's a communist plot. I don't understand it, man. But I think Trump thought that this would be just something that'll kill a couple thousand people, it'll just dry up. And I think, and because we haven't had any major pandemics in a long time. SARS was only here with us for like 6 months or so, wasn't that long? And that was in what, 03? 04? Yeah, I mean that's almost 20 years ago almost. 17 years ago. So you're dealing with a president and you're dealing with a governmental administration whose mindset is to downplay public health. Because in a truly free market, nationalistic system, they beat on public health. So what do they tell you? They say, oh, well, you can do your part against pollution by this bullshit. Or climate change by this bullshit. When the U.S. government, U.S. military is one of the biggest polluters in the world. Everybody knows this. And they tell you can put on this little t-shirt mask. It's all about the individual. It's all pushed out on us that we can do our part. No, motherfucker, we live in a system. We pay taxes, goddammit. I don't pay taxes. And this is a part of getting your money out the dollar. This is a part of you taking your money and getting in Bitcoin and other assets. That Trump represents a government that does not give a fuck about the average working man. It doesn't. Yeah, he'll give you some racial slurs. Maybe he'll, call somebody a faggot or something. He'll give you stuff like that. But when rubber meets the road, he got nothing for you. He never did. He never will. And I can tell you, I will always be a prepper after this. My dad, we had a conversation it was like 2019, and I was showing him like things I had, and he was like, you want a pandemic to happen. And I kind of was like, I'm not an evil person. I don't delight in. And COVID was a reminder that this government don't give a fuck about me. This government doesn't give a fuck about working man at all, And this is just something that makes you sick. What about if we had something that was a human extinction event? We've always talked about, with the government warning us there was a major asteroid coming. And COVID showed me the U.S. government would lie. They would lie, they would hide, and they would be sneaky. I'm not even knocking them, because that's a major human extinction event. I'm not knocking them. I'm saying that COVID, it pulled the veneer. It unmasked the U.S. government, for me, for what it truly is, which is an empire. We live in an empire. And we like to believe that means something. It means nothing. Unless you're in the club. So I guess you could say Trump just thought this would be one of those, like a bad flu year, a bad little disease, a bad little bug. I think that's dangerous. That can't be allowed to happen again. There's some parts of the government that the administration should not be able to remove. They just shouldn't. And I truly believe that. There are some aspects of the government that they should just be like White House stuff. Like, you should not be able to politicize certain things. You just shouldn't. And, I know you'll say Obama defunded the CDC too. That's fine. That's fair. I get it. It's fine. Because there's no money in disaster preparation. There's no money in, like me putting money into Bitcoin. There's no money in dropping 1 million masks in a closet and shutting the door. There's no money in that. I get it. And a mask to sit there for 10 years and nothing happens. Until it does. Until it does. COVID was a terrifying reminder that we're on our own. If you're working, man, this empire has nothing for you. It never did. It never will. It's got war. It's got implements of war. It's got weapons, chemical weapons and biological weapons, nuclear weapons. Other than that, this country's got nothing for us, man. And that you gotta take this stuff seriously. I used to follow something called flu trackers, and it's not as active. It's a board. They talk about disease all around the world. I've been following them again. It's just, I don't know, man. What's next? What kind of combination? What if we have a blackout next time? What if it's a blackout? I understand that I'm dealing with a government that does not have my best interests at heart. Period. And that's reality. That should terrify people. That should scare people. That should make people concerned. But I'll always be a prepper. I've done videos talking about it. It's a wake-up call. Thanks for listening.